I actually use all 12 laws of the universe in some way, shape, or form in my practice. The funny thing is that when you look up the laws of the universe, law of assumption is never mentioned. I think that's just because the law of assumption is really just a mindset shift that happens when you finally understand energy. But essentially, law of assumption is my baseline. I assume that everything always works out for me in the best way possible. So it doesn't matter what happens, I'm always coming back to that. That is literally my foundation of everything. So whatever happens, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm assuming that this is something good for me because I know that everything always works out for me in the best way possible. So fuck it. And that's my base, right? So I guess that is the law of assumption, but let's talk about the other laws, because I feel like if you can look at the other laws of the universe and find ways to apply them in your life, it makes life so much better. Like, life don't have to be so fucking stressful. So let's talk about it. Number one, the law of divine oneness. This basically means that everything's connected. Like, we are each other. You are me and I am you, okay? Now, if you actually get this, then you will be a lot less judgmental to the people that you see, because you know that that is literally just another version of you. And it's so weird to try to explain. It's something that I feel like you have to do a few trips to like really get, but we're literally all connected, and like there's no reason why we should be judging. And you would never say that could never be me, because you know damn well it could be you, and literally it's just one decision away from being you. So don't be so judgmental, because you are me, I am you, we are one, all is well. The law of vibration really just means that everything is made up of energy. Everything holds a certain frequency. Now, why is this important? Because when you're trying to manifest something, you want to match that vibration. You want to match that frequency, okay? So if the thing that you're manifesting is going to make you feel really good, you need to just feel really good. That's all. Just feel really good. You're going to get the thing. If you understand that, that's how you get your shit quicker, okay? Law of vibration. The law of correspondence basically says that the universe is going to mirror your internal state. So if you're just a terrible critic to yourself in your head, your reality is going to manifest like that in some way, shape, or form. For a lot of people, it is health-wise, and that's why I talk about this book, The Secret Language of Your Body. If you have things that are bothering you like health wise, this book will tell you the emotions that you need to tackle in order to stop dealing with that thing. That's basically the law of correspondence. Like, if you want to shift your outside world, you need to do the inner work. You need to look at your inner thought loops. That is literally what's creating your reality. Law of attraction is the one that everybody talks about, and it means that like attracts like. This really just goes back to the law of vibration as well, okay? You have to know what that thing is, what is the frequency of that thing, so that you can match it. Law of attraction. Law of inspired action. Now, this is the one that be tripping a lot of people up, because it's either you're going to go into like super masculine mode and you're going to try to make things happen, or you're going to completely miss this step and not even take any action because you're too in feminine energy, where you feel like you don't even got to do shit. You should just have it come to you, okay? Law of inspired action. Basically, when you're vibrating at the frequency of the thing that you want, using law of vibration, it's now you're tapping into the law of attraction, right? You're going to start attracting things that are aligned with you. This attraction that you have is going to attract an action. There's going to be things that you're going to be inspired to do when you're in that really feel good state. Oh my gosh, I feel so good right now. I want to go get an ice cream cone at this one new little ice cream spot that I saw. Go do it, because maybe you've been manifesting a new job opportunity and you're going to meet somebody there who's going to put you on, or maybe you're going to meet somebody who's like an investor and wants to invest in your business. Law of inspired action. When you get in that feel good state, you're going to attract that inspired action. You're going to be inspired to just do things that are aligned with the thing that you want. Okay, law of perpetual transmutation of energy. This means that energy is constantly flowing. Energy never dies, okay? So get out of the lack mindset, get out of the scarcity mindset, because money is energy and it will never die, okay? So whatever you feeling like, oh, there's not enough of it, there is an abundance of it. Energy never dies. Okay, the law of cause and effect. Now, everybody thinks, okay, yeah, you do something and there's obviously an effect to it or whatever. That's not what this one is talking about. If you read here, it says, in life, our thinking is the cause and our experiences are the effects of our thinking. Okay? So literally, your thoughts create your beliefs and your beliefs create your reality. Okay? So that is the cause and effect. So you can't control your thoughts. You can't control the thoughts that come in, but you can control whether or not you entertain them. Okay? That's why you gotta live in awareness and stop letting your mind just and distract yourself. You gotta slow down and be like, why the fuck am I thinking this shit? I don't want to think this shit. Goodbye. Literally, that's all you gotta do is dismiss the thought. It might take a few times, but you gotta stay on it. Like you training a dog, okay? Like stay on it. Once you get a hold of your thoughts, you're gonna start creating better beliefs because you're gonna believe, damn, I really do create my reality. And it's just a cause and effect, okay? And then your experiences are going to start being better because you're going to be at a high vibration and attracting the things that you want. Cause and effect. Because of your great thoughts, it affects your reality. Okay, law of compensation states that you reap what you sow. This is basically kind of like karma. But everyone thinks that karma is like instant and like, oh, they think about people who are like terrible people and they're like, oh, well, they're still thriving, baby girl. Law of compensation is not just for this lifetime, okay? You reap what you sow, and it is throughout all of the parallel dimensions, okay? So be mindful of that. There's some things that's like you can kind of prove it, and then there's some things where it's just like you know it and you just keep it in mind and you just do better. You make sure that you're a good person because you will reap what you sow. Even if you think you got away with it in this lifetime, baby, there's another version of you that is paying for it. You wonder why your life sucks now? Maybe there's another version of you that's fucking it up in another timeline. So get your shit together in this timeline so that maybe it will mirror the other one, you know? Like, that's what you got to think about. Law of relativity. Basically, don't always try to be right because the truth is really subjective. Like, you create your reality with your thoughts and your beliefs, right? But everybody is thinking different things and everybody believes different things. So that means that their reality is going to be different, and that's okay. You ain't got to prove the shit to everybody. Your thoughts create your reality, not everybody else's. Let them create their reality. You create yours. Law of polarity. Nothing is ever really good fully and nothing is ever fully bad. There is always something good and bad that you can find about anything. So don't label shit. Law of rhythm. Things are always going to be changing. You just gotta be okay with and go with the flow, okay? Because the more that you try to resist, the harder that life gets. Just let it go. Let it flow. Law of gender. Don't roll your eyes. This is just talking about masculine and feminine energy. Both are required to have a peaceful, happy life, okay? You cannot be just balls to the wall doing shit, but you can't always just be like, I'm just gonna receive. It's a balance of both. Look at any successful person. They've got a good energy mix of both, okay? And that's the laws of the universe.